What's up guys, JayzTwoCents here and joined by Coconut Monkey and freaking Phil behind the camera. And we decided that today we're gonna go ahead and jack into some of your guys' builds to see what you guys have been up to this year. Oh God. All right, so the hashtag this month or whatever, however long it's been since we did the last one is Jay, what do you think 3? So if you guys wanna get in on any of these, like reacting to your builds and setups and stuff, make sure you pay attention on Twitter because that's where we announce that we're doing it because I'm a boomer. Actually, I'm just a boomer inside. You stop laughing over there, you I almost said you Napoleon.
Okay, boomer.
No, we do these on Twitter and we use hashtags. So this time it's Jay, what do you think 3? So I asked for your guys' setups, like your full setups, and it doesn't need to be necessarily clean or themed. I asked for whatever you got, whether it be cringe or clean or anything in between. Hey! Near, near, near. Now, inevitably when we do these, we see hundreds and hundreds of replies, this time being no exception. So if we scrolled past yours, don't take any offense to it, okay? I'm truly looking for the unique or something that as I'm going by, it just really sort of grabbed my attention. This is by that guy. Enjoy my ultimate ARGB hentai PC. Oh, are we allowed to show this? With the famous lady in the industry sitting on top of the GPU. I really feel like I'm opening myself up to it's just one picture. I mean, I feel like maybe he missed an opportunity to run some of those tubes to the doll. Just saying, moving on. This is Terry. He said attempt 2, a quick snap of under desk cable management. 2 Ryzen builds, Fantex ESX with 1600, 16 gigabyte fractal, 3600, 32 gigs. Laptop is an Intel doodad with NVIDIA Quadro, courtesy of work. Okay, so he's got multiple systems there, obviously. I'm not a fan of the stickers on the sticker bombing. That's cool for like your toolbox and stuff, but I don't like that on the desk. But hey, he did his cable management very similar to mine, like I did under my desk with, cause he's got essentially the same type of tabletop. Looks like it's real wood, not the IKEA pressed particle board like I have. But I just took a lot of like straps and screws and things and just kind of got it all stuck up under there. You know, Phil, okay, I'm gonna throw this guy under the bus. I'm sorry. It's a good build, but you did the thing that bugs Phil the most.
Oh yeah.
And that's just throwing a character in your computer, like a character, some sort of I almost said doll. You can tell I have daughters.
It's Gunpla.
I don't care if it's Goompla, Gumpa, Grandpa, I really don't care. Phil and I were talking about this, like, Phil's exact words were, and again, Pablo, get mad at Phil, not me. He's the one that said, the one that said, I do think of people that just throw characters in their computer and say themed.
Because look at it though, everything else about that build is extremely clean, and then let's just stick this random model in there instead of like, you know, putting it somewhere else or pose it on top of the computer, or you know what I mean? It's just
he has models elsewhere, but yeah.
There's literally an empty spot on the left of the the left edge of the main shelf.
Maybe he's building another one. It's gonna go up there.
I do like that we can see one cable coming from underneath the desk.
Yeah.
Right. So he's clearly got it managed behind. He's got some cables coming up right there. It's probably to the keyboard and stuff. Looks like he has it pushed back, so that's why there's a little bit of a bunch of cable there. Not a fan of this wire that's going in front of
the lamp. Yeah,
that's going in front of the shelf right there. Really clean build though, because the thing is that's not a lot of desk space, and he's got 2 monitors and looks like he's got powered speakers and he's got the tower up there. So the fact that we can see one cable underneath, I'm good with that. At least it's not PopCap. Because that's the thing, the Funko Pops.
PopCap, I think you're thinking of Pos Caps.
Wow.
And Funko Pops at the same time.
Pos Caps that are bad go PopCap. Will 140888716. That's the type of Twitter handle that if you say something, people automatically go, it's a bot. Oh, he made himself like literally just a gaming.
Lazy boy.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I'd go with that. When you got limited space, you bring the computer to you. Ho, ho, ho box TV. Okay, it's messy, but here's my setup. It's got those parts, you guys can pause and read. So he's clearly a
musician.
You think he plays guitar? I learned how to play the E minor chord the other day.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to function in this area.
The mouse pad. Look at the mouse pad, the wrist rest.
Oh my God,
it's boobies. I mean, it looks comfy. He's okay, he's got a iPhone 6. Oh, sorry.
Did you get that achievement in Nier, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, so Kevin Karas here is specifically asking for what we can do next. Is he a pilot? Yeah, I'm assuming he's a pilot. So, he's got, I like the edge lighting. This is nice.
I'm a fan of the sunrig.
You're probably a fan of the car choice too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the setup's clean. Maybe VR for the driving sim? Cause I mean, it looks like he's got his phone here as as part of the Fanatec setup there. That'd be about, I think the only thing I would change, I would personally do is I would include VR on your driving sim. That's the only suggestion I have. It's ultra clean otherwise. The irony here that this is submitted by someone named Aesthetics, right? Little home office gaming room with a custom made desk. I feel like that little home office is his way of saying, it's not much, but it's mine, you know? It's like, look at this setup. I see this lighting stick here, whether it's just, it might just be an LED strip, like a hue strip that he stuck to a piece of plastic or something. But I feel like I need to do something like this in my own game room because the corner where the window is by the sim is like a dark space in the room and I don't like that. That's a really clean setup, I like it.
I just hate that the LEDs are directly facing you.
Would I change anything? Well, you heard what Phil would change with the lighting. He thinks you should make a diffuser of some sort so it's not shining right in your face. He thinks it should face it towards the corner so it bounces light off the wall. But it's clearly got a nice aesthetic.
Plus he's a Mac user, so.
Oh, wow. Look at y'all just stick together, don't you? Wow.
Hey, Unifans.
There are 2 unicorns in this photo. This is Aiden Badad, 3090, and Unifans. He's doing the very stereotypical color theme like even I'm doing, which is like teals and purples. Because I feel like that's easy on the eyes. So Big Al Snap-on. Wow. Okay.
Strap-on or snap-on?
Says Snap-on. Jay, what do you think? Can you spot what's missing? There's no GPU.
Oh no! He's waiting. Wait, is he actually running Modern Warfare? Oh, it's probably on the PS5, huh?
Yeah.
I'd probably be gaming on the PS5
Yeah,
too.
that's PS5 right there, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. It is the PS5 interface.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
the computer's on.
He was probably waiting for either a GPU or the PS5, and then he was like, "Well,
PS5 came first.
got one of the
Yeah.
two." So I showed you my RAM stick.
Please respond.
You have to respond to that.
All right, Stoner Jesus. Is this Steve's alter ego?
Instead of Tech Jesus, he's just Stoner Jesus.
Only on the weekends. Jay, what do you think? 3 X570 ORS 3900X. What else we got? 2080, 32 gigs of G-Skill. Again, very clean white setup. Clearly he likes the show Lucifer. So we've got a wiring mess happening here. We've got cables all over the desk.
You're not a fan.
We've got the ever trendy low 11 dynamic. It's like 90% there, but you've got a Gundam in the case.
They go Nick.
A Gundam in the case.
A
Look,
Gundam.
you've got wires right here that are just sort of like, I gave up. You know what I mean? This is a perfect example of like,
90% syndrome.
you started with the best intent and then something happened along the way and you sort of gave up. And if it seems like I'm being harsh, it's because you started, I mean, you did something like this, right? I'm assuming this looks like this is hand painted, right? It's even starting to flake off right there. So he painted this thing, which really probably isn't that hard, but this is very Japanese design.
Yeah,
it looks like.
dope.
Yeah. But then, like, look at this. This is not an easy desk to cable manage. It's just a metal frame with the top here. But there's ways to do this.
And like the LED strip, it's just like
It's not even straight. It's all like.
take
And
it,
it
stick it
curves
to the
down.
back of the monitors,
Yeah,
and then
there-
it'll shoot at the wall and make the wall glow, and then it'll look nice, and you don't see the strip, and you'll have a nice little glow on the wall.
He's got a camera here and a microphone. I bet you that's his lighting for live streaming. But I have to imagine that would be pretty harsh lighting. We need to find something truly triggering.
I know these.
Oh,
are,
okay.
That's like really
I
clean.
feel like the average niceness of the setups has gone up since
Yeah.
like, the last few.
I'd like to think that has something to do with our videos.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, but I'd like to think, okay? Hey, Jay, here's mine. I finished the whole setup this month. Hope you like it. So what caught my attention on this, first of all, he made a backboard. Probably,
Jeez,
I don't know if he was,
really
well, yeah, I think he just did it to make it an accent wall and also something he could mount his monitor to because here's the cable running behind it, at least a power cable. And this is something I think a lot more people should start consider doing. If you don't want to put holes in your wall, if you don't want to run wires through the wall like I did in my room, the backboard idea is something more people need to do. So I did a backboard frame essentially for my TV just to break up the monotony of a gray wall in that room. But you could do this like he has it, and then you can literally run these cables behind it. So he probably has it, I have a feeling it's anchored at the top and probably resting on the desk on the bottom. And depending on how thick this wood is, it looks like planks, right? So what do you want to bet he made this very similar to that how-to video when we showed how we did it online. And then he stained it to match the tabletop that he's got here, which is sort of like an espresso top. Oh, is that his UPS right there?
It looks like it.
Nice.
That's cool. It's like built into the little table right there. It's crooked. That's what caught my attention as I went by. This cover is crooked on the bottom of the graphics card.
Oh yeah, you're right, the cover.
Look at it, it's not flat.
What happened?
I'm just curious as to why the cover on the card is crooked. What is happening up here? Jay, what do you think? Tell me why your card is bent.
Yeah.
So this is Angelus 13 AOV. I would say my setup is not the greatest compared to what I've seen from other people, but it serves me well. There's form and there's function, but there's nothing that says you can't have both. Even function, something that's fully functional can still have form. This just requires that you take time with zip ties because you have lots of legs that you can route cables along and zip tie them to, and you appear to have plenty of slack here. You already know this, everything's just pretty much cluttered. This is starting to look like your game room, a little bit.
Ouch, okay.
I really wish you had submitted so I could roast it while you're right here. Jay, what do you think? Please help with the cable management. You've got cables sort of going everywhere. Like I've done videos about how to cable management. I've done several of them, some even recently. You just have to think about the way you're routing stuff. You have to think about what makes sense and then what can you run cables along to hide them. I hide a lot of cables. Like you guys have seen, maybe not so much in my videos, but I know that Phil and Nick have seen me route stuff under the cooler even, like underneath the part of the block that overhangs. That way it can come down and around these covers and stuff, or even like I would come diagonal up here and go in between the heat sinks and like out over here with the EPS cable. So you see like one little wire going that way, not crisscrossing everywhere. These are just the kind of things you have to think about, honestly. Like, why is that one poking up? All you had to do was push that down and you didn't do it. So something tells me you're not even trying. I'd like to help you with it, but you've got to sort of help yourself too. Like if basic stuff like this sticking up, you didn't think about just poking it down with your finger. Maybe you did after you took the photo, I don't know. These are the kind of things I think you would notice while you're building. Okay, so Jesus Vega, he says this is his first water cooling build.
This doesn't look like his first rodeo.
These are those new Corsair fans that have the ring in the center and the outside, and in the hub. Like there's lights everywhere. So you can see he's got his water block and everything on there. He's using soft tubing, which looks really clean. I feel like he could have shortened this length up a little bit, which would have made it come straight down and over more. He's using clear tubing with an opaque fluid. My only warning to you, oh look, he's even got white cables. I would have used white zip ties just to make that cleaner. A little warning though about your white opaque fluid. I don't know what brand it is, but it doesn't really matter. Your white opaque fluid is going to eventually stain these tubes really, really badly. So you're gonna start noticing a lot of clouding where how you can see the sort of a clear part of the tube right there, that's the wall thickness of the tubing. Over time, the plasticizer is gonna leach out of this, and then that's gonna turn real cloudy and blotch. Since
Also
that's
keeping an eye on your temps too, because
yeah, we've had them clog up blocks quite a bit. But if this is your first water cooling build, I just wanted to make you aware when you see that happening, refer to what I just said so you'll know what it is.
also it's dope for your first water cooling build.
Yeah. It's just a picture of a Noctua cooler. Oh.
He showed you.
I mean,
The cooler and the whole computer underneath.
I've seen this chassis a few times and it's pretty cool. The little ITX build where the cooler literally covers the entire computer. This was my most popular project this year, which surprised me. I had fun doing it. This might be one that he made himself.
Oh yeah, look, it's like CNC'd metal.
Yeah, the edges look a little rough for something that was made by a company. So if he made that himself with a CNC and got the templates and stuff from Instructables, that's even cooler. But there is a chassis made like that where it's basically like a 90 bend, and I think this is basically a make your own version of that. But I think I like that Noctua cooler though. Like the grays look awesome. Why can't all Noctua coolers look like that? Hey, do that.
Build sucks.
It may not be much, but it kept me company through lockdown.
What?
Are you talking about me?
So,
How does this keep tightening? Is there like an unseen
bro,
like
fix your cyberware. You need to.
dude, it's like there's a force slowly going, we're gonna strangle the crap out of Jay. So he says, Sai, yeah, it's bad. Ryan, yes it is. SFX power supply in a full tower doesn't look good.
Wait,
He's got a 5900X running off of an SFX power supply. I mean, I guess you can, right? 64 gigs of RAM and a 1080 Ti.
Oh, it's an old school case because the power supply's up top. That's why it looks ridiculous.
It's a bitty. All I see is a squid from the Matrix.
I know, yeah.
How are you gonna have a 5900X and not a new case? I want to see. So it's a spray painted the case from white to black. Oh wow, so he painted it himself. It's a good even paint job. It's a 5600X Gigabyte 3070 Vision OC. I wonder if he painted that. That has to be painted
Dude, it
too.
looks good.
Yeah.
That thing looks sick.
I almost feel like he ruined it with the colored lighting.
Yeah,
and it should have just been light or white
RGB,
because.
Right?
Yeah, RGB is great, but I feel like this one here would have looked great with just being looking like a big ice cube with like a bluish white.
Yeah, like a really cool white.
Yeah.
Cool white.
Cool whip. This is like when Noctua fans attack.
Oh my god, it's a push ball too, just for extra fit.
Oh, jeez.
I'm a sucker for grays. I like gray rooms, if you haven't noticed. That's really dark though versus mine. That's clearly a sit-stand desk, and that's pretty awesome. He puts his chair away by going to the tallest setting and sliding it under. Because clearly this is a bedroom setup.
Smart.
And then when he goes down to a sit-stand level and he's doing his streaming, he's clearly got mic on an arm right there, it goes down and reveals the sound panels.
Hey, look, and no cables visible.
Oh, okay, look.
Yeah.
Yeah, single loom.
So here it is in the down position. Looks really good.
Yeah, it's super clean.
Then there's plenty. Look at this. Dude. So this is version Klein. That's got to be custom made. I think.
Beautiful.
No, you know what's funny is this is just decorative, right? So he's got the floating shelf and then he's got his desk and then he probably took these pieces and cut them to length and then
just
like
added them.
Yeah, you can see the staple holes right here. Look.
Oh yeah.
Right? So he did all this work, but he didn't do the final step of putting a little bit of putty in there, sanding it, and then spray painting it so you wouldn't see the nail gun holes. So it looks dope. I like it a lot. It's different. I just wish, as someone that likes doing woodwork, if he had finished it like all the way.
I also like that he has mismatch monitors, but it's a symmetrical mismatch.
I'm fine with a different panel in the middle and matching on the
'cause it's
sides,
symmetrical.
but when all three are different.
And the computer build is clean too.
Yeah.
Yep, all white. Look at that. This has got to be custom painted. This shroud. I love that wood grain.
Yeah, jeez.
As someone that loves working with wood, I approve of this wood grain. It's cool that he used these boards too to mount the monitors.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Dan Carey. He says it's his current build from 2014, which was his third build. His previous was 2007, 2004. I'm not triggered by this. I'm triggered by this. Like, so these speakers,
They are!
yes, these speakers are from like 1994.
My first set of speakers, I missed you. How have you been? I haven't seen him in so long.
It's like, this is a time capsule.
I know.
Dude,
The phone.
what
phone?
is this?
What year is this picture?
Is this an answering machine?
Dude, my favorite is the stack of burnable CDs.
What do you want to bet that's not even 2.4 gigahertz phone, it's at 800 megahertz?
Yeah, by VTech.
Yes. No, it would be clear
Yeah,
plastic.
the
if
clear
it was
blue
VTech.
plastic that everyone.
Why does he have a
That's what I'm
huge
saying.
pack of CDRs?
Dude, it's a time capsule picture. I love
Dude.
it so much.
Like, I never give people a hard time for not having a super nice computer. For me,
Yeah.
it's just, how well do you take care of your stuff?
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Jungle theme.
You think he likes The Last of Us? Holy crap. I feel like this would be like a Poison Ivy theme. No, it's a really dope setup. I like that it's a floating desk. He really likes The Last of Us.
I know. So saying, look at the wallpapers.
Oh, they're all different
Meanwhile,
colors.
this is like just a little teeny tiny. That's not how you water cool.
Wait, what?
What's
what?
going on here?
It's like a submerged pond pump.
Pond.
Pond pump. He's using like a submerged pond pump to move his water. Hey, it's the Shocky chair.
Do you think he could get a bigger desk?
It's obvious he just set all his tablets and stuff down for the photo,
It's a
but
MacBook and then a Razer and then a Surface and then an iPad. Gee, dude, do you have enough computers? Like,
Yeah.
chill.
oh, look at this guy. Okay, here we go. This is where we'll end it. This is dope. So this is from Mock Funky. He's a truck driver, so he has limited space. Here's his specs, so you guys can read them there. So here's his rig, and then he built a computer into it, like inside of it. So he's clearly got a sleeper cap. Oh, that's cool. So the monitor is on a swivel arm, so we can just kind of move it away.
It's a good monitor too.
He built the, it's an LG monitor, right? Yeah. He built the computer like tower and then put it sideways right here on top of his table. so it can clear underneath his microwave. So that's what it looks like from the sleeper area. I just love the fact that it's like a truck driver like cockpit and then Minecraft.
I know, it's awesome.
You know, when you gotta take that DOT required time off, you know, how else do you get to kill the time? Is it snowing inside that computer? Wait, not gonna oust my buddy, but wait.
What?
Is that his friend's computer? Oh my god. Dude, dust.
I thought it was snowing inside of it.
Oh my gosh. How is it powered still? Like nothing's caught on fire?
Look at how much is built up on everything.
Look how old that Corsair cooler is too.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. The real story here is that the Corsair cooler didn't die.
I know, or the GPU.
Those early edition
blower.
Corsair H100s, man, they were known to just kind of.
Yeah.
I like how he's like, I'm not gonna oust my buddy, but what do you think? Dude, tag your buddy,
Tell
please.
your buddy to clean it.
Yeah.
Like this you could just replace the PC parts with like buildings and call it Minnesota right now.
Yeah.
Like this is insane. Your buddy, dude, please rescue that PC from him. He does not deserve it. Look how much dust has even made it back here, like behind the motherboard tray. I need to stop doing these.
Look at the blade edges on the fan.
They're no longer edges.
I think that's where we're gonna end it.
Yeah, right when I say we need to stop doing these videos.